Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but some of my neighbors are playing some music and singing along. It is weekend, so a girl can't blame nobody, so if you hear that, my apologies. Otherwise, today's video is about my May TBR pile, so do stay tuned if you're interested in that. So I've got 5 books on my pile this month. So this is my first TBR ever, guys. I hope that you guys enjoy this and I hope I do it some justice. So these are the 5 books on my pile. And let me just go through them, in the order that they appear here. So I've already started with this book. This book I first heard about here on BookTube. And it's called 3 Dark Crowns by Kindari Blake. Guys, I keep saying this person's name incorrectly, I feel, so I do apologize if I've said her name, I'm thinking it's a she, if I've said her name incorrectly. Otherwise, so she's got 2 installments of this series currently, so it's a duology, I guess. I don't know if there will be another one. However, I've started this one. I'm currently on page 100, right? So for me, as a rule of thumb, page 100 is when I decide whether I'm gonna like a book or not. Not whether or not I'm gonna finish it. I do finish books that I don't like, but whether or not I'm gonna like a book. And this one so far is very promising. And it basically follows the lives of 3 sisters who were born triplets in a royal lineage. So in the world that they live in, I want to know the name of the island. Sorry, it's the island of Fernburn. So in this island, every time a queen gives birth to triplets, actually, queens only give birth to triplets. And when a queen gives birth to triplets, her reign ends and the grooming of the new queen starts. But this is a world where obviously there's a whole lot of magic going on. So each of these triplets will possess a certain gift. The current ones that we see here, there's Mirabella, whose gift is the elementary gift, which means that she can mess with various elements in nature. The second one is Catherine. Catherine's gift is the poisoner's gift, which means that she works well with poison. And the third sister, her name is Arsino. I call her Arsi because I'm like, this word again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, and I hate stumbling blocks when I read, when I don't understand something. So I've decided to call her A or call her Arsi. So Arsi's gift is she's a naturalist, which means that she can mess with nature, things that are nature related. So however, what happens is that after 6 years, the triplets are separated from each other and they go and live with the communities whose gifts, the communities that can bring out their gifts. So Catherine lives with the poisoners, Mirabella lives with the elementals, I don't even know what I'm saying, and then Arsi lives with the people that can engage with nature, right? So these gifts are also their powers, it's their talents, and then we follow them. We catch them at a point where they have just turned 16, so we catch them on their 16th birthday. After turning 16, the ritual is that the year of ascension starts, and when the year of ascension starts, it's basically survival of the fittest. The queen with the strongest, or the queen that the triplet that manages to kill her other sisters will be the one that ascends to the throne. So for the past few years, the queen that has managed has always been a poisoner queen, so they've been under the rule of the poisoners for a number of years. And however, we are told from the start that the triplet with the strongest gift that manifested earlier than all of the other gifts is Mirabella, who has the gift of the elements. So what she does is that she can make it rain, she can bring the sun out on you, she can bring out a storm, she can mess with the wind, all kinds of things like that. So her gift has already manifested, whereas the other two are struggling to have their gifts come to form. So yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. So it's quite an interesting read. After this is this one, obviously it's One Dark Throne. So I'm assuming in this one, the queen, the chosen queen, has already risen. So we'll see who it is. I can't wait to know who of these three is. I've already taken a side, I think. Well, I thought I'd taken a side like 3 chapters in, and then the next 3 chapters happened, and I was like, okay, the one that I didn't like a lot, I actually quite like now, and I'm torn because I don't hate the other 2 either. So yeah, it's quite an interesting read, and it will make for quite an interesting review, I think. So second on my pile is One Dark Throne, and third on my pile is this novel by Mthuthuzeli. It's called Pleasure. This one I only looked at when I first got it, so let me just read for you what the back synopsis says. So, the notion of pleasure in all its guises is one of the oldest and most enduring grand themes of literature, presented here through the eyes and thoughts of writer and dreamer Mthuthuzeli. Thoughtful, eccentric, and besieged by the erotic and sensual and profane and the redemptive, Milton thinks and writes on pleasure as it is both experienced and imagined. Drawn against the canvas of wartime Europe and modern-day Cape Town, South Africa, Milton sacrifices all for glimpses into the secrets and deceptions of pleasure, and how powerless those apparent insights are in the vast scale of life, in its glory and absurdity. So this is a South African author. Let me just give you a little bit about his bio, or what's written here about him. I'd love through this channel to just introduce you to some of my home country authors, who I feel some of them are really quite talented. I've never read anything by Milton / Ntikeng before, so this will be my first read of his. So I can't tell you yet if it's great or not, but I will tell you what he's done before and just read for you what he's about. So Mthuthuzeli was partly raised in Limpopo and Tembisa Township and attended the University of the Witwatersrand. Yeah, that's my alma mater, where he obtained a Bachelor of Arts in Dramatic Art, Publishing Studies, and African Literature. He is the author of 3 critically acclaimed novels: The Scent of Bliss, which was published in 2008, Small Things in 2013, and Rusty Bell in 2014. Pleasure is Mthuthuzeli's 4th novel. So if I really enjoy this, I actually think that I will look for his other works. So that's Pleasure. Novice is the first installation of the Samanas series. I have never heard of this, and I'm interested in reading it. It's by Taran Mutaru. So it says, one boy's ability to summon demons will change the fate of an empire. Okay guys, I am into fantasy and all that YA jazz that gets everybody talking and thinking actually as well. So Fletcher is just an orphan training as a blacksmith's apprentice when he discovers he has the rare ability to summon demons from another world. Chased from his village for a crime he did not commit, Fletcher must travel with his demon to the Vulcan's Academy, where the gifted few are taught the lost art of summoning. Only the most talented will become battle mages and fight in the Empire's war against the Orcs. Fletcher must endure deadly lessons to gain control of his gifts and prepare for the end of year tournament. For the end of the year tournament that will determine his fate in the war. But sinister forces infect, new friendships and rivalries grow. With no one but his demon Ignatius by his side, Fletcher must decide where his loyalties lie. The fate of the Empire is in his hands. Oh, I wish I could open this now actually. I can already tell I'm going to enjoy this. The last one is called Arcadia by Ian Pierce, best-selling author of An Instance of the Finger Post. I've never heard of that. So 3 interlocking worlds, 4 people looking for answers, but who controls the future or the past? In the basement of a professor's house in Oxford, 15-year-old Rosie goes in search of a missing cat and instead finds herself in a different world. Some Alice in Wonderland type thing happening here. Enterworld is a sun-drenched land of storytellers, prophecies, and ritual. But is this world real? And what happens if she decides to stay? Meanwhile, in a sterile laboratory, a rebellious scientist is trying to prove that time does not even exist, with potentially devastating consequences. A captivating adventure story with huge heart and dazzling imaginative power. Arcadia is the wonderful new novel from best-selling author Ian Pierce, the finest pure storytelling work in popular fiction. This will be interesting. If I even get through 100 pages of this month, I'll already actually be happy. Otherwise, my priorities of how I plan to read through these books this month is obviously the one that I've already started, 3 Dark Crowns, followed by 1 Dark Throne, and then by Pleasure, and then Novice. Actually, it will be a toss between these two, but I think then Novice, then Arcadia. So if my reading slump is truly over, then I should be able to go through this no struggle whatsoever. So I can't wait. I really can't wait. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in, and I appreciate the support, and I hope that you find value in what I'm doing here, and I would love to converse with you furthermore in the comment section. So if you've read any of these books, or if you've heard of any of them, please let me know, or perhaps you can also let me know which one you think I should start with after these 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.